Hello. Hello. My name is Ezine Emma Sonye. I am the CEO of USEKWU Foods. Here we'll be discussing the Igbo food and we'll be cooking together. And see who is joining. Omenka, thank you for joining. I see you. Omenka, do you want me to invite you as a guest? I guess no. How are you doing, Omenka? Omenka, tap on the screen for me. This is USEKWU Foods. We're going to be cooking together, okay? Thank you for sharing, Omenka. I appreciate you. You know you're my backbone. Chinemere, oh, Nnem, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining USEKWU Foods. Oh, how are you doing? How is my brother Kinsley, and how about your son? Thank you for joining. Okay, we're just testing, okay? But we'll be cooking in this channel. All right. IJ, thank you. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. This is USEKWU Foods. We'll be cooking here. And thank you. Thank you. Omenka, thank you for the rose. Appreciate. So, USEKWU Foods is a business that, we deal with not just African food stuff, but we also cook Igbo foods. So we're going to be mainly cooking Igbo foods. If you're married to an Igbo man and he's been craving Igbo food and you don't know how to make Igbo food, USEKWU Kitchen, USEKWU Food will teach you how to cook Igbo food. And if you're an Igbo and you really don't know how to make all the Igbo food, we'll be doing that here in USEKWU. Thank you, Omenka, for liking. All right. Thank you all who are joining. So we'll be cooking every Sunday around noon, Mountain Time. Eastern Time is gonna be like 2 hours before. So that will be, 2 hours after, sorry. I'm here in Abukoki, so it's Mountain Time. So that will be my 12 noon every Sunday. So we're just doing testing today. If you are going to be free on Sunday, please feel free to join us. Where's Malik? Okay. You're welcome, Malik, if I said that correctly. Indigenous Science, thank you for joining. And again, if you are an Igbo person, there is classes for you. This cooking class is for you. If you're married to an Igbo man, or you're planning getting married to an Igbo man, or marrying an Igbo wife, this is for you too. Okay. Go ahead and thank you. Yeah, you guys can share this. We're just testing today, so we're not cooking. All right, I'm in the kitchen doing this, but I don't have anything to cook. I just want to test the live TikTok live. But on Sunday, we are actually going to be cooking. And tomorrow I'll be at the store. So we have a grocery store located at 1601 4th Street Northwest, Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA. So if you are around New Mexico and you are around Albuquerque and you want to find a place you can buy Igbo food stuff, come to USEKWU Foods, 1601 4th Street Northwest. I'll be there tomorrow, probably before noon. So what is it saying? Okay, before noon to do this, and I'll be going from aisle to aisle to show you the African food stuff that we have, especially those that you will need for to make Igbo food. Okay, so we'll do that tomorrow. We'll be at the store tomorrow. I am home today. This is USEKWU Kitchen at home. I will be at the kitchen tomorrow where our store is located. So yeah, we are at 4th Street Northwest, where we have our grocery store, and that is where the kitchen is too, the commercial kitchen where I cook USEKWU Foods. So we do catering business. We cook for events. If you have a party, could be your wedding, your birthday party, graduation, or individual plates, individual dishes. People, we just do takeaway. We don't dine in. It's not a restaurant. USEKWU Food does not have a restaurant yet, but we make food and people pick up. So you can come to 4th Street to pick up your order if you place an order for any type of Nigerian food that you want, especially the Igbo food. Or if you want to buy grocery, you can come there too. I'm there Monday. No, we are there Tuesday through Saturday. So we don't open. We are not open Sundays. We are not open Mondays. That's why I'm home today. So just chilling. Thank you again, Omenka, for the roses. Wow. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll be introducing you to all the foodstuffs that we have in the store. You can find things to cook your food. We have rice, the Nigerian rice, the parboiled long grain. We have fufu of different types. Ola pounded yam for your pounder. We have gari, the white, yellow, and Ijebu. It will be better to see them tomorrow because I might not remember everything we have at the store. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Yeah. So I mentioned Gary, Ijebu white and yellow. I mentioned Ola pounded yam. We have semovita, we have semolina, we have obono. Both the seed and the blended one. We have egusi seed and blended for your yummy egusi soup. We have zobo leaves, hibiscus leaves. In case you want to make your zobo, we have USEKWU zobo, and we're going to teach you how USEKWU makes a zobo, okay? So we're going to be doing that. Thank you, Abdul, for joining. Kenny, thank you for joining. Thank you. This is USEKWU Foods. Thank you for that, Omenka. I appreciate it. You are awesome. All right. So, and like I said, you'll be seeing our grocery tomorrow, and you'll see everything you need to make African food. In case you're here in Albuquerque or you're in New Mexico, you can just run to USEKWU to grab your food stuff, okay? When we came to the States, one of the greatest challenge we had was, how to get African food stuff to cook our food. We came with a bunch because we migrated as a family, so we had the privilege of bringing a lot, right? A lot of food stuff. But when we ran out, it was like, where do I get this to cook? Where do I get this to cook? I ran out of oil, palm oil, first of all. And mind you, we bring our palm oil from Nigeria, so you're gonna love it. It has no bad taste, it has no, bad smell. You're gonna cook with it and you enjoy your goosey soup, your porridge, yam, everything that you want to cook with palm oil. You enjoy palm oil from USEKWU, brought from directly from Mbise in Nigeria, Imo State, Nigeria. So you can imagine that local. So we sell local food stuff for you to make your local food so that you feel at home wherever you are. So as I was saying, we came in a family of 6. Man, we ran out of our our African food stuff that we came with, ran out of oil, egusi, and all that. And we didn't know where to get our food stuff. We were just running. We were looking for yam. We couldn't see yam. We went to one Asian market here and we saw what they called yam. It was just potato. So we're like, what am I going to do? I won't call myself a foodie, but I love, local food. So I couldn't cope. It started giving me like, oh no, it was too much for me. But then we started shipping, personal food stuff. And from there, we started selling. We started sharing with friends and they kept asking, are you not going to be selling this? So we started bringing more and started selling. So that's how gradually we started selling African food stuff, and we had to start getting them from Nigeria, from Houston. We would drive 13 hours, myself and my husband, drive 13 hours to Houston to buy food stuff. And that's how we started. And that's how I started cooking all our food again, enjoying my local food, enjoying the taste of home. And I stopped feeling nostalgic. The whole nostalgic feelings were gone because I cannot eat those food right from the comfort of my home. And so from then too, I started making food for people. I am a teacher and I'm also a nurse. And as a teacher, I thought I loved classroom. And as a nurse, I thought, oh, I love taking care of people. But I've seen that my passion is cooking. I love to make people happy. I love to cook and watch people eat my food and get satisfied. So my own satisfaction comes from watching people eat my food and enjoy it. And so these 3 things that I do, cooking, even taking care of people, cooking is teaching, classroom, right? That I mentioned, that was my first profession before I went into nursing, before I started cooking, and then I went into nursing. But amongst these 3, I love cooking the most. And that is why USEKWU food gives me joy. Working in the kitchen gives me joy. Doesn't matter how stressful it is, the joy is what keeps me going. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the roses. Omenka app. Thank you. Thank you. We'll be here again tomorrow. Not at the same time, but earlier in the afternoon. To tour around USEKWU grocery store. That's what we'll be doing tomorrow. And after that, maybe the 3rd day, because this is just my trial, right? The 3rd day, that's on Wednesday, we might also maybe do some little cooking, but I will begin cooking on Sunday at noon, Mountain Time. That's Albuquerque time, Mexico time. Thanks for joining. Thank you. All right, you heard my story, right? So they need, they said, in English, okay? They said that, what is that proverb again? Necessity is the mother of invention, right? So it was necessity that brought about USEKWU food. We needed African food. We needed Nigerian food stuff. And that birthed USEKWU food. That gave birth to USEKWU food because I, started providing that to my community. Now, people in Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Las Cruces, Socorro, Las Vegas, they come to USEKWU food to eat. They come to USEKWU food to buy grocery. They come to USEKWU food to pick up, cooked food. And if you're doing funeral, wedding, anniversary, anything, birthday party, you can just call us, graduation, or you just want a dinner for your family or lunch for your family. We also do that. We do catering, sizes. We do small sizes. We do party sizes. So depending on what you want, USEKWU food can provide that for you and make you feel at home. And if you're tired, you don't want to cook today, just call USEKWU food, and USEKWU food would, we do delivery as well. I forgot to mention that. So if you're at home and you feel like I don't want to go out, I want to, here is very chilly this time. I don't want to go out. I want this food delivered to my doorstep. USEKWU food will do that. And we are also on DoorDash. You can go on DoorDash and search USEKWU food or search any African food here in Albuquerque. DoorDash will show you USEKWU food, and you can order from DoorDash, and DoorDash driver will pick it up. We are also on Uber Eats. If you also order from Uber Eats here in Albuquerque, they will deliver it to your doorstep. And if you want us to do the delivery ourselves, USEKWU has a driver that will take your food to you. Even if it is grocery that you want, we can deliver to you. If it is food, cooked food, we can deliver to you. Okay. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Omar, for joining. All right. I'm glad you're here, and I'm happy we'll be cooking together. Okay, and if you have any question while I'm cooking, you're free to ask. I am going to explain. All right. Thank you, Claudia, for joining. Yeah. If I say your name wrongly, you can just type the way your name is pronounced, okay? All right. Thank you. Thank you for joining. And I was also going to say that we have a whole list of food that we cook, okay? So I'm not afraid. We're not going to run out of, food to cook. And if we do, we can repeat, the food that we've cooked before, and I can show you the variety of ways to make that food. But first of all, I'll be showing you how USEKWU makes our own food, okay? How we make the food in USEKWU kitchen. One favorite food, I would say my customers' favorite, right? The most popular is egusi and fufu. So you will see friends here, they will come, they are not Igbo, they are not Nigerians, they are Americans. They will come and say, or call you on the phone, do you guys have egusi and fufu? And you say, yeah. You'll be like, oh, Igbo wants to eat fufu and egusi. How are they going to eat it? These guys are eating egusi and fufu more than us. I can't remember how many times I eat it in a week or in 1 month, but I have a customer that comes almost every day to buy egusi. They call it egusi. Please, it is egusi. Okay? Well, I'm just calling it the way they call it. They'll come and eat egusi and fufu. And if you see how grateful these guys are, eating our food. And I'm like, are we really, proud of our food? Because sometimes you want to, do oyibo, you want to eat spaghetti and this and that, when oyibo is looking for your own food. I mean, if you see the way they love this food. So egusi is one, egusi soup, and we have a variety of ways to cook egusi soup. You can cook it anyhow you want, but USEKWU will show you her favorite way of cooking egusi and fufu. So we have, and for the fufu, we have varieties. We have plantain fufu, we have apple, loi, right? If you're Igbo, you understand. That's cassava fufu. We have plantain fufu. We have semovita, semolina. We have oat fufu. We make not just oats. We make wheat. We just name it. Eba, that is gari, right? Cassava flakes. We make that too. So that is for eating our egusi food. Queen of his heart. Okay, thank you for joining. Thank you. All right, so that is for egusi soup, right? After egusi soup, which one is again? Ogbono soup. Ogbono, if you're Nigerian, ogbono. Ogbono is draw soup, right? Ogbono on an okra. The okra, they are the two draw soups we have. But ogbono is the slimy and smooth one, while okra has a texture, the rough texture because of how you cut it. But if you choose to blend it, it becomes very smooth like ogbono. Okay, Aguila, thank you for joining. All right, so we have egusi soup with fufu, we have okra soup with fufu, we have ogbono soup with fufu, and we have bitter leaf soup. Bitter leaf soup in Igbo land is mainly cooked by, enjoyed by Anambra people. But I am from Imo State. We also eat bitter leaf soup. But the one we cook in USEKWU food is the Anambra bitter leaf soup. And you're going to love it. We're going to cook all of this to show you the different ways you can make different soups. And we have, apart from the bitter leaf soup, we also have ofe. Ofe is very good for white rice. People use it to eat white yam, boiled yam, but it's mainly, that's my husband's favorite, for white rice. He loves ofe. If you just give him ofe, you've gotten him. Okay? All right. So that's ofe for white rice. We also have, I've not exhausted our soup. We also have the banga soup for, apart from the ofe is Igbo, right? That is Igbo banga soup. There is the Delta banga soup. USEKWU also cooks that. We have the Delta banga soup. We have, we make goat meat pepper soup, catfish pepper soup. That is the goat meat pepper soup, can be just goat meat pepper soup. We also make the assorted, I'm salivating. We also make the assorted pepper, goat meat pepper soup. We make Aksun, is a Yoruba language, right? But that's peppered goat meat. We make peppered goat meat. We make giz dodo, which is gizzard and ripe plantain, fried ripe plantain. So we mix that in stew. All right. Thanks for joining. Giz dodo. I'm just saying all of this off air, but you know why? You know what? Our cookbook, USEKWU cookbook, is on the way. It's coming. So when we start cooking, if the book is ready, by the time we start cooking, we'll be cooking with the book. And we'll tell you how to get the book if you feel like getting the book, so that, you also help yourself. When USEKWU is not cooking, you can look at the cookbook and, learn everything you need to know. Okay, and the cookbook will also be in Omenka app. So when you download Omenka app, you're going to be seeing the cookbook, but it's not ready yet. I'll let you guys know when it is ready. Okay, I'm not running, looks like I'm running faster than my shadow. Okay, but I'm just letting you know that we have a cookbook that is coming up, almost ready. All right, so after aside the goat meat pepper soup, We also have catfish pepper soup. I think I mentioned that, right? We have jollof rice, very delicious. We have a jollof rice, USEKWU jollof rice. You cannot beat that. Omenka, thank you. He's concurring. He's saying, I know that he can resonate with that. Okay, he knows. All right. So USEKWU has jollof rice, USEKWU fried rice, USEKWU white rice and stew. My Igbo brothers and sisters call it. They call it red stew, but red sauce, white rice and red sauce, and we have a lot. We have a lot. Looks like I might not be able to, name them all. We have in my cookbook, we have over 44, like 45 menus that, recipes that we have. So we're going to be, going one at a time. Thanks for joining. All right. Here, I'm just giving you like, a few of them. I've not mentioned abacha, the local one, okay? So we have abacha. Abacha is African salad. That's what we call it, right? African salad. I didn't mention USEKWU. What was I thinking? USEKWU, goat head. Oh, delicious meal. Oh my God. I can't wait to make that with you. And there is nkwobi. If you are from Imo State, you know, okay? Nkwobi, USEKWU, enough ngwori, okay? That's what we'll be making in USEKWU food. All right, so USEKWU, nkwobi, gizdodo, okwu eye. There's one we call okwu eye. We'll introduce that to you shortly. All right, so that's it. So we'll begin cooking. We'll start cooking on Sunday. This Sunday at noon. That's mountain time. I don't want to be mentioning other time zone. I don't want to confuse us, but that will be my 12 noon. If you're in Nigeria, it will be 7 hours ahead of me. That will be 7 p.m. Nigerian time, 12 p.m. Mountain time or New Mexico time. And if you're in Texas, that will be your 1 p.m. If you're in Michigan, I know that will be your 2 p.m. So yeah, we'll be cooking on Sunday, but today we're just doing this just to let you know again. If you're just joining us, this is USEKWU Foods. USEKWU Food is located in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Our store address is 1601 4th Street, number 4, 4th Street, Northwest, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Okay? Yeah, but today I am home because it's my day off. I'm off today, so I'm not at the kitchen. I'm just here in my, home. This is my kitchen at home. So, but I'm just trying to, we're just test running TikTok, but we'll start cooking on Sunday. Sunday, don't miss it. Don't miss it. I'm not gonna tell you what we are cooking that day. I just want you to show up. If you show up, you're gonna see what we're gonna make and you're gonna love it. Okay? And when we finish cooking together, you tell me where you're located and I will post your food for you. I'll post your own share. I'm not gonna be eating alone, okay? I'm not stingy. I'm generous. Thank you. Felina, thank you for joining. There's some names I can't pronounce and I'm sorry, but thank you for joining. This is USEKWU Foods. We'll be cooking Nigerian food, especially Igbo. If you are of Igbo tribe and you are born, abroad, or you're not born in Igbo land and you want to really know how to cook, your food is your identity, I am proudly Igbo, and I'm proud to say I know how to make my food. I know how to make food eating in Nigeria, not just Igbo food, okay? So we'll be happy to have you on Sunday, but we'll be here again tomorrow before noon or at noon to also show you around my store, to show you the things I sell in case you're around Albuquerque, or even if you're anywhere around the US, we can post your African food to your doorstep and you just get it. All right. This is USEKWU Foods, okay? We are here serving our community, bringing Africa to your doorstep, bringing Igbo culture to you by, virtue of giving you our food, authentic African food, okay? Chris, welcome. Welcome. Thanks for joining. This is USEKWU Food. We'll be cooking. Okay. All right. Thank you. Mr. Rob, thank you for joining. Yeah, so if you're just joining us, this is USEKWU Food. We cook African food, especially Nigerian dishes, and we also sell African groceries. So we have a shop where we sell African grocery and we make African food, at the kitchen too. But we are not a restaurant, so you don't expect to come and sit down to eat. You come, you place your order, we make your order, and you pick it up, or you ask for us to deliver it, or you go through DoorDash or Uber Eats, and they can deliver your food to you. Thanks for joining. Yep. All right. And like I said before, we're going to start our first cooking on Sunday, 12 p.m. Mountain Time. Okay? And if you're watching from Nigeria, it will be your 7 p.m., right? Because we're 7 hours, we have 7-hour difference. So, if you love African food and you want to learn how to cook African food, keep the dates. Join me on Sunday at noon to cook. But what I'm not going to do here today is to tell you what we are going to cook on Sunday. I'll just keep that suspense, okay? And it's going to be a surprise. So come prepared, come ready to watch, come ready to learn how to make African food. Like I said earlier, if you're married to a Igbo man or Igbo woman and you are proudly Igbo or you are proudly Nigerian or African, and you want to show them or cook for them your local food, you can learn from us, okay? You can learn how USEKWU makes the food, and then you can and if I'm cooking, I might also speak Igbo. But one thing is sure, I'm going to explain and I'm going to translate, okay? When you hear me speak Igbo, I'll sure translate in case you don't understand Igbo. But, okay. All right. I'll see you again tomorrow. That will be at the store, okay? Okay. Bye-bye. Keep the date. Remember Sunday. But we'll be here again tomorrow, okay? Bye.